everybody. Today I'm going to be doing Halloween recommendations.
Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Let's sing a song about Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Sing that Halloween song. Woo, boo! Sorry, I probably scared you even before it was Halloween. Hello everybody, so today I'm going to be doing a Halloween book recommendation video. So these books I'll be sharing with you today are very spooky reads that are very fun to read, but leave you a little bit unsettled at night when all the lights are off and you're alone in your room. Yeah, just you, your conscience, and the dark monsters that hide underneath your bed. Have fun with that tonight! Halloween is my favorite holiday of them all. Not Christmas, not Easter, Halloween. I love being scared, I love scary things, I love dressing up, and this is the perfect time to do all those things. Okay, so let's get on to the recommendations. All these books I absolutely adore, and I hope you guys enjoy reading over this Halloween season. Okay, so the first book I have for you guys today, and bear with me, the cover is not very good and the title of this book is not very good either, but it is Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter. This book is awesome. It has zombies in it, and it's really interesting, these types of zombies, because they do not take over the world. They only come out at night. It's about this girl, and she learns to defeat them because her family was killed by zombies one night when their car flipped over by a cemetery which the zombies dwelled at. And they killed her family, and she was the only survivor, and she learns to fight these zombies. And it's such an awesome story. She's such a badass character, and the character development in the story is on point. It's fantastic. And it'll give you a little bit of a fright this Halloween season because zombies, scary, dead people coming to life, very scary. Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool if that actually happened. I mean, bad, very bad. Sasha, that's not cool. And keeping to the zombie theme, kind of, is The Forest of Hands and Teeth by Carrie Ryan. This is about a world that was ravaged by this deadly disease that turned the living dead, and then they came back as zombies. It's about this girl, and she lives in a civilization that is only one of the few that are still left on the earth, or so she thinks, and it's about her and her survival of her clan, and then it's about her adventures after they get attacked by these zombies. And it made me cry when I was on the airplane, so it makes you really sad, but it also scares you to death because it's scary. It's very scary, especially the situation she's put in. Like, you're on the edge of your seat when reading this book. Like, literally. It scared me, but it was scary in a good way. The next book is Forevermore by Cindy Miles. This isn't really a scary Halloween book, but it's about a ghost and this girl, and she moves to Scotland with her mom, and her mom gets married to this very Scottish gentleman, and they live in a castle, and in the castle is this attractive young lad, and it's about the relationship, and it's very good. It's so cute. It's a very easy read. It's about 200 pages, big font, so if you're ever having a book hangover, this is the book you should read. And more zombies. Okay guys, a lot of these books have zombies in them, but they're always different types of zombies, so that's pretty cool about it. The next book is Enclave by Anne Greer. The last book in the trilogy came out about a year ago, and it was equally as awesome, and the author is so nice. I've met her about 2 times, and every time I've met her, I'm like, you're such a good writer, but you scare me to death in your writing, and it's also really gruesome and violent and just so wonderful, and the romance is killer. Literally. It's about this girl named Deuce, and she lives in a world where this sickness kind of destroy the land, turning people into these things called freaks, aka zombies, but they're freaks. These are not total zombies, but they kind of are, but they're just mostly mutated humans who got this disease and turned into these types of zombie things. So I don't think that they're really dead, but they're close to it. And it's about her living in this enclave that's underground, and about her adventure from getting out of that enclave and surviving the real world. The real world consists of lots of ruined buildings and lots of freaks and attractive guys. The next book is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. Danielle Page is awesome. She is such a nice woman. She actually wrote one of my college recommendations, which literally brought me to tears. And it's so surprising that that great of a woman and so nice and sweet could write like this type of book. Like, this book is awesome. It's about Dorothy Must Die. So cool. It's about this girl who travels to the Yellow Brick Road and she is set to kill Dorothy, and it's just so cool. I guess it's kind of like a Halloween book because it's about death and dying of Dorothy. It's just really cool, and it's definitely a book that I recommend anybody read, especially during Halloween, just because Dead Dorothy, that's a very popular Halloween costume nowadays. So a very bloody book is The Murder Complex by Lindsay Cummings. The Murder Complex. Murdering, death, violence, awesomeness. Just saying. But Lindsay Cummings, she is such an amazing author, and I cannot believe this nice of a woman could write this bloody and gruesome of a book. So if you like blood and guts and gruesomeness and badass female characters and awesome male characters, then just pick this up and read it. It's wonderful. Also, I'm going to be dousing myself in blood and taking photos as Meadow, who's the main character in this book, because I like dousing myself in fake blood and just taking photos. You know, it's just a normal day for Sasha Alsberg. I'm so creepy. Here's a tagline for this book that'll get you to want to read it. The death rate is higher than the birth rate. Okay, that's it, let's move on. I would totally die in that world and then come back as a zombie. But that's a vampire. I'm getting my monsters wrong. The next book is Charming by Crystal Wade, and I just finished this book about a book ago, and I really enjoyed it. I have a book review up, so you can go check it out once you're done viewing this video. But this book is about a very interesting mystery. It's about this murder of these townspeople, and it's somehow connected to the main characters in this book, and they need to team up. Chris and Hallie are the main characters if you do not know or have not watched my book review, and they need to team up together to figure out who this is, but there's lots of other stuff that goes on in it, and that's just a very brief, vague summary, but definitely read this book because I do not want to give too much of a summary because I do not want to spoil it for you guys because it's epic and awesome, and it's not too long, so it's very easy read, and I read it in about a day. It's very fun to read, but very scary. So if there's any murderers going around in your town, just don't read it because it'll make you even more paranoid. But if there isn't, read it. It's very good. I really enjoyed it. Next is Hexed by Michelle Chris, and it is so good. Just saying. It's my first witch book that I've ever read, and it definitely will not be my last because it really jump-started my love for witchy stuff, along with my best friend Ben, because Ben, who's also a booktuber, his name is Benjamin of Tomes on YouTube, go subscribe to him, but he loves witches and he definitely got me hooked on witch books, and this is such an amazing book, and it's about this girl who learns that she's a witch, and she has to go through all these types of challenges in her time when we're reading about this book, and there's lots of death, destruction, chaos. I've been saying that a lot in this video, but you know, there's lots of death, destruction, and chaos, but it's also about her learning about her witch powers, who she is, and what she shall become in the next few books. So it's very good, and I highly recommend it, and has a friggin' pentagram on it. That is so awesome. Warm Bodies by Isaac Marion. This book, if you have not watched the film, which is out now, it's been out for the past few years, but it's an awesome movie too, and it's just like the book, but this book takes place from a zombie's point of view. If that didn't sell you on this book, then I don't know what will, because it is awesome, and I highly recommend it because it's one of my favorite books out there, just because it is so unique and different from all the books I've read before. Seriously, you get to read from a zombie's point of view. Just read it. And it's about him falling in love. It's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet story, so go check it out. It's very good. Next is Rebellion by J.D. Netto. This book is very interesting. It's actually the second book in the Whispers of the Fallen series, and I recommend the first book, which is The Whispers of the Fallen, and it's very dark, very mysterious, very intense, and it's definitely a book that I recommend you read on Halloween just because of all the situations these characters are put in, along with all the bloodiness, and it's just a fantastic book to read over this Halloween season. It's a very dark book, so come on, Halloween and darkness, it goes together very well. And lastly, a classic, and that is Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. Oh, Frankenstein. Ah, Frankenstein, you guys gotta love it. Just read it, it's a classic, it's a very interesting classic, and it's very Halloween-y. So I hope you guys enjoyed my Halloween spooky book recommendations video. And if you do not have time to read your books this Halloween season, because we're all gonna be out trick-or-treating, going to haunted places, and trespassing on deserted land, not like I'm gonna be doing that, I highly recommend you go to audible.com and go listen to audiobooks. It's amazing. It saves me so much time. I actually listen to audiobooks in the car instead of listening to radio because Radio ruins songs sometimes, they play them over and over again. But if you are not a member on audible.com, it would mean a lot to me if you use my affiliates link down below. Here it is. It's audibletrial.com/8bookutopia, and you get your first audiobook free. It's awesome. It's a great deal. I love audiobooks, and I hope you guys do too. So that is it for today's video. This is Bill. Say hi, Bill. These are my viewers. Hi, viewers. But I hope you guys have an amazing Halloween this year and get lots of candy, but be safe. There are murderers out there. Well, fictionally at least. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!